What's up, boys? It's your boy Kid Kermit, and we're gonna be talking about part 3 of this saga or series. So I'll be telling this from Brian's perspective. So let's hop right into this. So Brian was doing a 2-month workout program. And it's where he wakes up at 7:30 every day to go for the morning jog. And today he wanted to go into the woods. So he went for a jog into the woods, and he stumbled upon one of the gang members. I guess one of the gang members thought he could take Brian, which was very, very wrong. And Brian actually started lifting weights again, so he was getting stronger. And Brian was pissed off this morning because they got into a fight with his girlfriend, and he was just pissed off, so he had a lot of aggression from last night. And they didn't settle the fight. It was over some minor stuff, he told me. But we're not going to get into that because that's for some other day. So he ended up stumbling upon the other gang member, one of them, and we'll give this guy a name. The gang member, the one gang member, we'll give him his name is gonna be Aiden. So Brian stumbled onto Aiden in the woods for some odd ass reason. I don't know why he was doing there. I don't know what he was doing there. But Aiden looked at Brian. He's like, "You're a bitch," and Brian goes like, "Well, you're a bitch. You don't got your boys here, so you're gonna get fucked up." And Brian did what he said. They got into a fight. They were fighting for about 5 minutes or so. Brian ended up punching this guy so goddamn hard he gave up. And Brian was like, "Well, have a good day," and just ran off, continued on his jog, which I think is hilarious. How he just stopped, fought, got a little fighting in the morning, so he ended up going for just finishing jog out, past him, went through the whole loop, didn't see him again. Or pretty much that's it. So he fought one of the gang members, and I think it was pretty funny, honestly. So I know this one's gonna be a little bit short, so I'm gonna add in the other part 4 because this is a 4-part series. So 2 parts in one video because one of these stories is very short, but it's still important for the video. So the next time they had an interaction was when all 5 of the gang members, because it's 5 gang members in total. It was 4, but they had a 5th one, and he was just like, I guess, a friend, and he ended up joining after N, which I think is stupid. Don't be in a gang because it's dangerous, and some gangs are very, very illegal, but our gang in our town ain't very. They're dangerous, but they're not that dangerous. So they only fight when they have the numbers. So Brian ended up going out for another jog. It was another jog, and he ended up stumbling on all 5 of these gang members. And Brian knew he was outnumbered. He knew he was going to get his ass beaten for beating one of these guys. And Aiden yelled out, "What's up, bitch?" And Brian's like, "Fuck you," and just turned around and just started running. And they ended up chasing him for about 2 miles until he got to his house. He ran inside his house and locked the front door and ran to the back door to lock the back door. And they were just like at his door, banging on his door, knocking on his windows, knocking on the back door. They ended up stealing a couple things from his front lawn, like ended up destroying some of his plants. His parents ended up planting, and his girlfriend ended up planting, and they went into the garden and destroyed some of the garden. But Brian had them on video camera, and they reported it to the police. So the police went to all 5 of these kids' houses, told their parents. Their parents ended up grounding them for 5 months. They ended up getting grounded for 5 months. I think it was hilarious. So the moral of the story is not to be in a gang, because if you're a kid and you're in a gang and like they go around middle school saying they're in a gang, "Oh, don't mess with us, we'll beat you up," throughout. They end up having this gang until like second freshman year. So I think it's pretty funny, honestly. They had it second years as a freshman. They ended up getting caught. One of them ended up getting arrested, and one of them ended up getting tased because they had weed on them. They had weed and they were trying to fight. They were trying to resist the officer, because they had weed in the back of their car. But that's a story for another day, because I have some intel on it because my friend ended up reporting them, and we'll get into a video about that some other day. So this is the conclusion of the part 4 series. They ended up getting caught. We did get jumped. We didn't get our stuff back, and we probably will never get our stuff back. So they did get caught in the end, which is good. Moral of the story, more of pretty much this whole video would be not to be in a gang, honestly. And if you do stumble on the gang, just give them everything, so you don't have this happen where you into constant fights, So it's your boy Kid Kermit. Like, subscribe, comment, and follow my IG and follow my Twitter. Have a good day.